Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Project S3 update. Well, some parts have come through. Let me show you what I've got though. I don't know whether you can call them parts, but I'll show you what I got. That's it. That's all that's come in one whole week. So that's the latch for the bonnet. That's one of the securing latches for the bonnet. This is the mechanism that when you pull that, opens that. And a water bottle. Been waiting 3 weeks for this, eh? And that's what's coming to post. And this is part of the problem with the lockdown, because everything is shut. I mean, these parts I got from Lithuania, and I'm surprised they actually came as quick as they did. But all the UK parts delivery people that I normally use, they are shut down for the foreseeable future. So it means it's difficult for us to gain parts. Oh well, fortunately I don't need much now to get this car back on the road, but yeah, it's not really, doesn't give us much for content, but I do have a few things that I need to do, so let's get those things done. There's a little bit of snagging. I don't normally show snagging on the channel, but I'm trying to find content for you guys, so here we go. Let's go and get this stuff on the car. To be fair, there really isn't that much left to be done on the car. I've still got to get this pipe, but I can't get it anywhere at the moment because everywhere is shut. And everywhere online that was selling this at 45 quid are now selling at 80 quid, as I said last week. But anyway, that's not going to stop us from driving the car. And I really wanted to get the paintwork done before we drive the car, but you know what? We could be here for about 7 weeks, and I'm not going to wait 7 weeks to drive this car. So we're going to get this car in a roadworthy condition so we can at least take it out for a drive. And yeah, it's not going to look the best. It's going to look ugly. I appreciate that. And I'm not keen to drive a car in this state. When I say ugly, I mean the color code is obviously going to be off, but the car will be safe to drive. So that's our immediate plan, to get the car in a drive-worthy condition, and then once things begin to go back to normal, we can then get the car painted and finished off properly. But at least let's get the car sorted and driving. So let's get the car at the garage. We'll get those bits fitted, and then I'm going to actually put, I've got my old wheels on my A4. We're going to see if we can get them on the car as well. Okay, so first thing we're going to deal with is the water bottle. So this is the old one that's in place. That's all broken. We're going to take that out, replace it with a new one. Okay, next we're going to replace the window washers jets that we took out from the old bonnet that we've stored away in our bag here. We're going to replace these and put them on the new one. Okay, bonnet release time. So these are the bonnet hatches, or this is what released the bonnet. So this is the original one from the car, as you can see, not too bad a condition. This is the other original one from the car, as you can see, really damaged. This is the new central cable. So this sits in the on the top of the slam panel, and then the cable from under the inside the car, the bonnet release latch inside the car, comes into here. And then these two cables pull in when you pull those cables. So in order to get this in, I need to repair this one here, because this is the better one of the two, and use this as parts for that. So, and this is another reason why I always tell you to keep all the bits of the car, because here we have the original two mounts. To replace those mounts, about 4 quid for each bolt. Yes, I kid you not, £4 for each bolt. So if there's one thing you take away from today's vlog, keep all your old parts, because you will at some point need them. Right, let's get this apart. Okay, there we go. So this is the one that we've made up, and as you can see, it's working just fine. And this is the one that we bought. So we're just going to get them fitted into the car, and then that's another job done. Okay, so it's time to check to see if the bonnet will close without any issues. And there you have it, bonnet opens up with no problems. Okay, next thing we need to do is add this component here. This I got all the way from Lithuania. So I'm only going to hold it in place with one screw at the moment, because I've got a pack of screws that I need that's on its way, but it hasn't arrived yet. So we'll have one screw to hold it into place, and this is for the hook that goes into the top of the bonnet. We'll need to attach that as well. So let's do this, and then we'll get the hook on. Okay, let's get that latch off and get it on the car. Here we go. Give it a little bit of a clean up, and then we get it in the car. Slight faux pas there. If you look at this, see if you can work out what I've done. Can you see what it is yet? It's the handle, it's the wrong way around. See the handle? That bit there should be on the outside here, and there's me thinking it only fits one way. Right, let's take that off and try that again. Alright, let's try that again. Works perfectly. Okay, so it's time to get these covers for the A-pillars back in, and these also have the little speakers in them as well, so we'll plug them in as part of putting them back into play. Okay, so we've got both pillars in now, and that one as well. That one was a little bit more problematic to get in. It just wasn't sitting correctly, and the clip came off from behind, so I had to do that one again. But as you can see, it's now in. Now in a moment, I've got the glove box down, and the reason why I got the glove box off, let me just brighten the screen up. Do you remember that cable, that loose cable that we found? We found out where that goes. It goes into here. So a lot of you suggested that it was a light, but it's not the light, because the light is over here. That is the light. So I'm going to plug it in. Still don't know what it is, but the car is, when I plugged it into VCDS, is complaining that it doesn't have enough power for the antenna. So I can only imagine that that is what that is, something to do with the antenna. So Anyway, at least we know it plugs into there. I'll plug it in there and then we'll put the glove box back together. Okay, so we've just got to put the trim back here. Glove box is now back in. We'll put our final screw in. So trim back in and then this side is done. Okay, so that is it for the interior. The interior is now completely completed, except for one piece. One final thing to add. And that's the Quattro badge, which is now back in place. So that's the interior done. Now we need to sort out the wheels. Okay, so the wheels on this car, although they're not in a bad condition, they have taken a bit of a battering as part of the accident. Particularly this side here, if you look down here, you'll see that it's literally ground away, whatever it's hit, and it's damaged the tyre as well. The tyre is bulging, and down there as well. So I'm not sure you could even get these fixed. Someone will probably put in the comments that you probably could, but I fortunately have my 19-inch rims from my Audi A4. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if they fit on this. I'm pretty sure that they do, in terms of the depth, not the height. I know that they definitely hit from the height, but whether they fit and turn. So we're going to try that now. We'll fit the fronts and see how they look. Okay, so there is your 19-inch rims, and boy do they look different. Not only are they obviously bigger than the originals, but they also sit right on the edge of the rim, so they are literally a few millimeters inside. In fact, if you look at the front one there, you can just see it's right on the edge there as well. Let me show you the comparison. So here is the front tire. These are the 19-inch, and here are the 18-inch. You may not be able to see so well, but they sit further in. They obviously don't look as aggressive, and they just don't give the car that presence. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But the 19-inch are definitely bigger, and they raise the car up as well. So yeah, they look pretty good. Difficult to tell on this side. Let me just brighten it up a little bit. There you go. So there's the 18-inch, and you can see that they definitely sit further in comparison to the 19-inch. These are the backs, and these are the backs of the 19-inch. Clearly you can see the difference in how far out these ones stick out. Okay, so I'm going to do this side, but I'm going to do this side off camera. You'll see it once it's finished, and let's see if you can tell the difference.
Moments later.
Okay, so the A3 is now, or the S3 I should say rather, it's pretty much done now. Yes, we still got to do the bumper, but I've left that loose on purpose because I will go for a test drive shortly as soon as I get the number plate. Can't get a number plate at the moment because everywhere is shut, but pretty much we're now ready for a test drive, and we will fasten up the bumper to make it secure for the test drive. But in the meantime, there's still a few things to come, and that's the reason why I haven't done anything with that. So yeah, that's what the car looks like with 19-inch wheels, and it's certainly sitting higher and prouder But yeah, pretty much now is in a drivable state. So that's it from Project S3 for now. We've got to get our number plate. There are some snagging jobs that need to be done, and if you want to see those, comment below and we'll show you those. If not, we'll just do those in the background and get it done. The next big thing is the test drive, but I need to get the number plate, front number plate for it first. And at the moment, there's nowhere open to make a number plate, so I have to see if I can get one online. And if I can get one online, then next week we'll be going for a test drive, but if not, we'll be doing something else. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. As usual, don't forget to subscribe down here and give us a thumbs up as well, and don't forget to share this video, because I have a Facebook channel as well, and we've got some stuff going on there. I mean, pretty much the same stuff you see here, but check us out on Facebook and also Instagram, where we will show you some updates as well as where we are, what progress we've made. And we've got a couple of mods to fit to the car. So Race Chip have sponsored us and given us a whole lot of goodies to put on the car. We'll talk about that more in detail next week, but I'm really looking forward to getting that. I've not fitted it yet because I want to see what the car looks like stock and feels like stock before we go and give it that extra boost with the race chip. I want to make sure everything settles down first and we get rid of the gremlins. We still have some electrical gremlins, and I will be bringing you the fixes for those once we get those resolved. Anyway guys, have a good week and we will see you on our midweek episode.